Well, hey everybody, Jeff Williams here with... Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, what are we doing today? Well, if you haven't figured it out already, I found gold here in Gold Canyon, and I come back to get the rest of it. So how am I gonna do that? Well, if you haven't figured that out already, I brought the Vac Pac, this big old heavy thing on my back. And of course, I'm gonna paint it right here on the spot because I want all of the gold. So we're gonna go through this entire area. And I don't care if it takes me all day, because I'm getting every speck of gold, because I know there's lots of gold here if I can dry pan and get what I got. Imagine what's locked up in all these cracks. So come on, let's go. Okay, now, the reason why we're in this particular spot is because I found gold here before dry panning. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna leave a link right here. How to dry pan Dayton, Gold Canyon. Click on it, watch it, and you'll see why we're in this particular spot. Because there's a lot of gold here, and I'm gonna get the rest of it. Okay, now, I'm gonna talk about these guys right here, these Vac Pacs. A lot of people don't talk about them, and I'm gonna go over it real quick so you guys have some inside knowledge on how these things work and how you can build one yourself. Now, the first thing I would do if you can't afford one is to build one. Yeah, we built this one ourselves, and it works fantastic. Now, the only thing that I would recommend is that you get the kit. Yeah, that includes the bucket and the top, and it has the port right here too, which is important. You can buy these things for about 90 bucks. That's where we got ours, from Desert Outfitters. I'm gonna leave a link down below so you can get a hold of Rick or Pat and give them a call and tell them Jeff sent you and they'll hook you up. All right. So, after you get the kit, you're gonna need to buy one of these leaf blower motors. This is an Echo 210 leaf blower. They run forever, I love them. I got this on eBay for about 60 bucks. You can't beat it, and it's been running for years. And when you buy the kit, it also comes with a tube. Now, I've left my dry washer tube on there to act as a vent to get the dust away, because I get tired of breathing in all that dust. All right, so when you go to pack these things up, put all your sampling gear inside, even your gasoline, have it pre-mixed. And you get it all inside there, so when you put it on the back of your backpack, you can just haul it out in one shot. Anyway, I'm gonna put all this together, start sucking out these cracks, because I gotta have that gold. So come on, let's go! All right, now, when you're backpacking, a lot of guys aren't gonna tell you this, but what you wanna do is you wanna keep your backpack lower than the area that you're working. And the reason why is you're sucking up that dirt. It gets caught up in that tube. Every so often, you're gonna have to raise that tube up to get it in there. If you got that backpack too high, guess what? It can't get up inside your bucket, so it's gonna hang out here and choke your line. And you ain't gonna get no gold. So what I like to do is I'll keep it down lower, or if not, I'll keep raising this up every so often. And that way I get that dirt out of that tube, because it'll plug it up. So remember, try to keep this backpack as low as possible to where you work it. Don't keep it up high, so that dirt doesn't have a problem getting inside that bucket. So come on, back to work and get some gold. Beautiful looking quartz. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I'm following a quartz vein. Ain't that the prettiest thing you ever saw? Look at that. I got a whole bunch of quartz coming out of it. Look at that. That's pure white milky quartz. That's where the gold's attracted to. And you can see this vein right down here. I'll show you. Take a look. See that right there? I'm chiseling it off. Look at that. That's a piece of pure quartz. See that? That's a nice stringer of quartz. And I'm following this crack down, and it just keeps going and going. Look at that. That's my quartz coming out of there. Look at that solid white vein of quartz. See that? Ain't that pretty? Now, another thing I got to tell you about. Here's a good example right here. See this? I'm pulling these rocks out, and they got clay all over them. See that? Now, you want to make sure you get that clay off, because the gold could be stuck inside of that clay. See how that comes right off of there? I'll be real careful with that. So anytime you pull rocks out of a crack, you clean that clay off, because I'll tell you what, that gold likes to stick in those cracks right in that clay. And that's your gold, and you don't want to give it to the next guy. So come on, let's go. Take a look at that. Now that don't tell you you're on the right track, nothing will. Look at that, that's a bullet. I don't know what caliber that is, maybe 357, 38. Ooh, found that in the bottom of the hole. Yeah, that means I'm on the right track. Ha ha. Woo-wee. Ain't that pretty? All right, let's keep working. If I don't die from heat exhaustion first. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Look at all that. Ain't that the prettiest thing you ever saw? Whew. Now look at that. There's that quartz vein I was telling you about. Right there, you can see that down in the hole. Come here, take a look at this, get close. Ain't that beautiful? Right there, wherever my finger's touching. You can see where it runs right along here. And then it dips down, of course this is all solid. And then it goes back up into here. There's that stringer. Now, on the front of this, see this? Look at that, that's all soft material that's been put in there for millions of years. And it just keeps going down and down and down. Next to this quartz vein, look at that, I can shove my screwdriver all the way down in there, look at that. Woo-wee! Yeah, I think I found my mother lode. Anyway, I'm gonna dig this out. I'll focus on this, I'll come back some other day for the rest of the cracks, but hopefully, since it's right here in the front, it caught most of the gold, so whew, it'll work you. I tell you what, no two ways about it. Gold mining is hard work, so we're gonna keep going, and then I'll pan it out. And I'm hoping there's a nugget or something down there. So come on, let's keep digging. Woo-wee. I tell you what, no matter how you slice it, gold mining is hard work. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Come on, let's see if we got anything. Oh man, I tell you what. Okay, now, remember, you clear your tube out, your line, because you got pleats in there. Your gold will stick in there, the small gold. So make sure as it's running, you tilt it up. Because you don't want to disconnect and have all that gold pour out into the ground. All right, let's see what we got here. Also, make sure that you put a screen here on the bottom. That way if any weeds or sticks or any kind of twigs, they don't get caught up in the turbine there and messing everything up. Alright, one more thing I was going to tell you. I almost forgot. Is when you get your bucket, if you buy a kit or if you build one yourself, you're going to want to put silicone right here on the inside of this edge. Now the reason why is I found out the hard way. Is when you go to dump this stuff in, if you have little pieces of gold, guess what? It's gonna act like a riffle in a sluice box. It's gonna get stuck in there and you just lost your gold. So put silicone in there. It'll help seal the bucket, make it airtight, and it'll also keep that gold from getting trapped in there. Okay, we got our tub, and we got 2 gallons of water. I'm gonna try to do this with 2 gallons of water. I got my jet dry out here in case I got any little gold right there. And of course I got my stuffer bottle so I can get the gold out of the pan. Hopefully I got a nugget so I don't have to use it. Make sure you're using a classifier even when you're backpacking because it'll help make it easier when you go to gold pan. Alright, here we go. Hopefully I can do this with 2 gallons. I'll tell you what, that's making me thirsty. I don't know about you. I like to stick my head in there and take a bath. Woo-wee! Okay. And don't forget to collect your trash up too. Don't be dirtying up Mother Nature. Alright, here we go. We're gonna dump all that in there. Just like that. Bucket's dry, nice and clean. See that? Alright, I'll take my gloves off because I don't want to get them all wet. You want to break all that clay up in there. Make sure you ain't got no clay. Because that gold will stick in that clay. I'm gonna hold on to that just in case. Hopefully I got enough water to do this. Now it's always easy to tell which side is the back of your gold pan on these super sluices. Just look for the hole. That's the back right there. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna stratify that material like such. We'll put a little jet dry in there just to make sure no little gold gets away. Don't worry, if anything got away, it's in the pan. I'll get it later. All that light stuff comes off the top. Make sure that's all broken up in there. I'll tell you what, this is hard work. I don't care if it's dirty water, I drink it. Alright, let's see if we got anything, shall we? Okay. Now I know I got more in a tub. Alright, let me get the sun back there. I can swirl that around for you. I hope there's some. Oh, look! You gotta be kidding! Look at that! Woo wee! Look at that! And that's what I'm talking about! Oh man! Oh come on, baby! There's gotta be more in there. Oh, look at that! Look at all. You gotta be kidding me! Woo wee! Look at that! There's a big old chunk. Look at that right there. See those other flakes in there? All across there, and there's a bunch of flakes right there and there. Look at that. Oh, man. That's got to be, I don't know, almost a gram. You can see the quartz on that thing, too. Look at that. Oh, if that ain't beautiful, I don't know what is. Look at that. Let me see if I can shake it all out. Ooh, that was worth it right there. Oh, my gosh. Get some of that stuff out of there. Oh, shake that up. Oh, man. That is beautiful. Look at that. Get that all together for you. Now that ain't beautiful. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can see all that nice beautiful gold up in there. That's a big nugget right there. Finally, I got me a nugget out of here. Woo-wee. Okay, I'm gonna clean this all up. And I'm gonna go through the tub, make sure there's not any more left in there. And then I'll put a snapshot of it later. Make sure I don't lose that. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of using a Vac Pac. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please rate, share, and subscribe. And as always, leave me a comment because I'd like to know what you think about all this craziness out here. So, anyway, until next time, this is Jim Williams with SJimWilliams.com. Saying, if you want some gold and you're not sure what to do, grab yourself a Vac Pac and you'll have tons of AU. Take care, everybody.